Welcome to our Proactive Studios. I'm Natalie Stoberman, joined by the CEO at RocketFuel Payment Solutions, Peter Jensen. And Peter, so great to see you again.
Likewise, great to be here.
We always have something very interesting to discuss every week. And right now, spot Bitcoin ETFs are the topic to discuss. And I mean, now we're up to about 8 financial institutions and asset management companies that are clamoring to be able to launch the very first spot Bitcoin BTF. Obviously, BlackRock is in the lead right now, having to refile its from last Friday. The SEC just won't budge. But when it comes to a spot Bitcoin ETF, why is it so important to at least have something like that available to give more exposure to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoins to investors and even Wall Street?
It's important because the adoption of all new technologies, the internet, mobile phones, all of that is dependent on the awareness and knowledge of the new technology. And although I and others talk about it, you and I talk about it all the time, the majority of the population is not knowledgeable about crypto enough, and therefore they stay away from taking advantage of this new technology. So by having the mainstream financial institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, Schwab, all of those guys enter into the market, it's suddenly right there in front of them using the partners that they trust, and therefore they'll start experimenting with it and get to know it, and that is great for everyone.
And Peter, how surprising is it that BlackRock had to refile their application with the SEC? Does that make the chances of an approval make it go slimmer?
I don't think so. I do believe that they're going to get it and others are going to get it eventually. I do believe that the SEC wants to get it right, and I don't know all the details of I mean, I read the same news as we all do, but they want to get it right. I think they will get it right. And I'd rather actually they take a little more time and get it right. You and I have talked about the importance of regulation, and we want good regulation. We want the rules so that we can follow them and roll this technology out to everyone. So it's okay with me.
That makes a lot of sense. This would be like the first step, maybe in the right direction for the US, with the way other countries have been taking huge strides in cryptocurrency. So let's play devil's advocate for a moment, Peter. Say we do see an approval. How exactly would this change the game for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the US and abroad?
Well, as I mentioned, it'll increase the awareness and knowledge and utilization of crypto because a lot of people will start allocating 2%, 5% of their net worth in these investment accounts to crypto. That's great. That will very likely drive the price of Bitcoin and other coins up. And then I think it'll drive further regulation. Here in the US, it'll probably result in a faster introduction of the CBDCs, i.e. the digital dollar, which in my opinion is the ultimate breakthrough for mainstream digital currencies. Once we all are offered by our employers to be paid in a digital dollar instead of the dollar we're being paid with now, then it really is going to go mainstream because that's where 75–80% of us are going to choose that just because it's simpler and easier. And when people say, what's the difference between a digital dollar, a CBDC, and the way I make money now? It's that it doesn't have to be paid out through the banks. You can get your salary paid directly to your wallet on your phone. And that has a lot of advantages in terms of speed, cost, flexibility, and so on.
Very good points, Peter. I always enjoy our conversations. I look forward to next week's. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you.
Again, the CEO at RocketFuel Payment Solutions, Peter Jensen.